Welcome to Topic 2, Lesson 2, using the Room Adjustment tool to compute an irregular shaped room with cross braces. This lesson starts the conservatory from scratch. To go straight to the Adjustment tool Operations section, go to the time shown here. Open the file Soldridge Manor 4 Rooms and save the file with today's date. We are going to compute an irregular shaped room, the conservatory. It has several walls, one after another, that are not at right angles, so cross braces are required for the computation, which needs to be conducted in several stages. The room will be started from an arbitrary point. Pan to move to a clear space and use the cursor to select an arbitrary point to start the room, clear of the room surveyed so far. Select Room from Arbitrary Point. The keyboard shortcut is Shift-U. Accept the coordinates of the start point. The Room Properties window automatically opens unless it is disabled. Enter in the room properties as required and select the previous ceiling height and floor level buttons to recall the values last entered, in this case for the kitchen. For further information on the room properties options, refer to Topic 1, Lesson 1. Select OK to save the changes and open up the Tools ribbon. Use the arrow keys or mouse on the plan to select the arrow direction, remembering to measure round the room in a clockwise direction and start the room so the angular walls are measured last to minimize any errors. Set the arrow direction to up and enter in your first measurement of 5.006. Change the arrow direction to right and enter in your second measurement of 6.879. You should now be at the stage where you are ready to enter the angular wall. If you think it might be close to 45 degrees, press the open bracket key to toggle the arrow round in 45-degree increments in an anti-clockwise direction, or close bracket key to toggle the arrow round in 45-degree increments in a clockwise direction. Set the arrow and enter in your third measurement of 1.256. Press the close bracket key to change the arrow direction to down and enter in your fourth measurement of 4.302. Press the close bracket key to change the arrow direction and enter in your fifth measurement of 1.495. Press the close bracket key to change the arrow direction to left and enter in your sixth measurement of 5.394. Press the close bracket key to change the arrow direction and enter in your last measurement of 1.557. You can already see there is a large misclosure. Select the Ctrl X button to end the room. A room error, misclosure, of 0.257 is displayed. You are asked if it is acceptable. It is not. Select No to open up the Room Adjustment tools, which is where you will compute the angles. Adjustment Stage 1. Assume any walls that look as if they meet at right angles are right angles. All of these angles can be frozen so they do not move in an adjustment. From the Edit Walls menu, select Freeze Angles. Working in a clockwise direction, select the first vertex point, forming the first angle to freeze, and enter to accept it. Select the last vertex point, forming the last angle to freeze, and enter to accept it. Next, add in a cross brace. Select Add Cross Brace. Select the first vertex point of the cross brace and enter. Select the second vertex point of the cross brace and enter. Select Set Dimension and enter in 9.005. Select OK. Select Compute Room to compute the angular wall. A misclosure of 1.797 is given. This is not acceptable. We need to continue as displayed, as this room needs adjusting in several stages. Adjustment Stage 2. The previous adjustment has adjusted the bearing of the fourth wall in a clockwise direction. It can safely be assumed this wall is on a bearing of 180 degrees. Select Edit Walls, select the wall. Enter the current bearing as 180 degrees and select Apply to view the change and OK to accept it. Adjustment Stage 3. Next we need to add in another cross brace, but first delete the cross brace, thaw the angles and freeze some more. To delete the cross brace, from the cross brace menu select Edit Cross Brace. The cross brace is highlighted. Select Delete. From the Edit Walls menu, select Thaw Angles and enter to accept. Freeze the angles you do not want to move, those between the first and fifth vertex points in a clockwise direction, and in a cross brace of 6.650 between the fifth and seventh vertex points in a clockwise direction. Select Compute Room to compute the angular wall. A misclosure of 0 is given. Whilst this may look acceptable, it isn't, because the wall between the 6th and 7th vertex points should be at a bearing of 270 degrees, and you can see that it isn't. Continue as displayed, and delete the cross brace and thaw the angles. Adjustment, Stage 4. To delete the cross brace, from the cross brace menu, select Edit Cross Brace. The cross brace is highlighted. Select Delete. From the Edit Walls menu, select Thaw Angles and enter to accept. Edit the wall and change the bearing to 270 degrees. Selecting Apply to view the change and OK to accept it. Adjustment, Stage 5. Refreeze all the angles except the last one and compute room. A room error, misclosure, is given of 32 mm. Select Yes to accept it and Yes to adjust the error and close the room. For further information, refer to Topic 1, Lesson 1. If required, zoom extents and save the file. If you wish to move this room into place, follow the guidance in Topic 2, Lesson 5, using 0.385 as the wall thickness.